Hi guys, and welcome back to my Great Britain campaign on Napoleon Total War. Last we left off, Spain had just completely sidestepped our army and managed to take Gibraltar off of us, but we gained Madrid. So these next few turns I'm probably going to try and pin down the Spanish army and take it out of action for good, because that will pretty much knock Spain out of the war. In the meantime, I'm trying to build a sizable garrison in Madrid. I've already got one line of infantry and a lot of militia, so hopefully that'll be enough to hold off any of the other small Spanish armies that up here dotted around. There is a threat of France potentially sending reinforcements, but I've never really seen the AI do something like that before, so I think I'm pretty safe there. Anyway, it looks as though everything was in order, so I'll probably end my turn here, and that's, I think, what I'm going to do. I'll just quickly check that my agent's done the right things. No, he hasn't had an attempt to assassinate anyone today, so let's give this guy a chance.
Executive action initiated.
Okay, so for the first time ever, my agent's actually failed his mission.
Your Majesty.
So there's that.
Unseen.
Let's see what happens if... Actually, I've forgotten how his agents work actually on this a bit. So if he's been detected, does that mean he's more likely to die if I put him in a different town now? I don't know, I'm going to play it safe and just leave him there for now. And I'm going to end the turn.
Another mission.
Yep, AI is just milling armies around as usual. Kind of trying to work out when I plan to end this campaign. I think probably once I've defeated France. I don't think you guys want to watch me try and take over the entire continent. It'll probably get very tiring fighting all the way to Moscow. Okay, Spain is trying to link up its forces. Oh wow, got no notifications again. None at all.
Ready for action.
Should we all do?
Aye, sir. Yes, my lord. Aye, sir.
Okay, let's just check we're actually recruiting navies everywhere. Well, recruiting merchant ships, as they are our lifeblood. Yeah, looks like we are. Right, now...
Ready for action.
We've got a trading port now here at Cartagena, so that's a good place for us to build more trading ships. We need to retake Gibraltar, really. That's what we need. Hopefully now we've dragged Portugal into the war, they'll actually do something, but we'll see. I'm not holding out any hope there. Right, so this tiny Spanish army has attempted to try and get past Alexander Abercromby, our general, and try and link up back with the Spanish forces at Gibraltar, but I'm going to take him out now because I don't really want to fight more than I have to.
Squash them like flies. Proud and victorious.
Yep. No problem.
Forward for crown and country.
Perfect. So now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to actually position our army on the bridge here. And if we're lucky, maybe Spain will be dumb enough to attack us at the bridge, but I really don't see that happening.
Yes, your majesty.
Okay, we have a monopoly on most of the trade points now, with the exception of that one that Denmark holds. Oh, that's right. First priority is actually to repair our fleet, which looks like we'll be able to do after this turn. I've got one unit of militia free around here, so let's send him over here. Right, for the first time in a while we have some actual loose change. So let's look at the infrastructure in Britain. What is the benefit of the musket manufactory? So we have a higher recruitment capacity. Can I see this building tree a bit further? What's the last one do? Oh, that's actually really good. Yeah, I think we'll keep that there. I was tempted to convert it into a market or something, but that's actually quite useful. We'll probably start looking into getting Nelson a new army. Alright, let's look at economic buildings then in the meantime. Don't really know what's the best thing to build first. Let's go with quantity rather than quality, so let's actually start building everywhere we can. Actually, that's not very efficient. Let's try and use as much of our gold as we can. Yeah, let's build a merchant house. Some more. Ah, brilliant, we can actually recruit some light foot. And we don't have any skirmishers, so I think that's probably worth doing. Recruit some off militia. Brilliant. Okay, let's look at harassing the enemy's ports a bit more. Hopefully we'll get our new 38 gun fifth rate soon, which would be useful. Got to make sure all the ports are damaged so the French can't build any decent ships this side of the channel. Alright, let's have a look at diplomacy. I wonder if... Okay, yeah, no, I can't do it. I'm tempted to, once I get Spain weakened enough, to make them try and make them my protectorate and give them Madrid back in exchange, but I don't think I can do it, because I think their last region has to be their capital for you to make someone a protectorate in this game. Okay, great. Yeah, let's end a turn. Oh, I forgot my agent. If you heard that, that's my wife watching me do this. She's being nosy. Russia still sending more trade ships past. Denmark's trying to seek out more trade nodes, but I've got them all. Huh. Send this merchantman to over there. Let's make another one here. Send this guy over there. Right, and next we want to actually build a dry dock so we can start recruiting particularly large ships. Like 106 gun first rate. So, a rebel army has just popped up in Gibraltar. which is actually pretty decent. It's got a pretty advanced army. It's got heavy cavalry and 7-pounder howitzers, which is kind of a joke, really. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how this plays out and let the rebel army attack Gibraltar and weaken the Spanish forces, and then I'll move in next turn. And for now, let's get Nelson off to do his thing. Let's see if we can find... right, doesn't look like the AI is holding any trade points around here. So let's move up and see what's going on at this port up here near Barcelona. Okay, good. Nothing's there, so we'll move in and blockade their port there. Destroy the trading port. What's going on at Madrid? Okay, Madrid seems fine. Nothing's really going on. Let's recruit another Lightfoot. Portugal's doing nothing, which is not helpful. Oh yeah, my agent. Yes, don't forget. Right, okay, I'm going to move in. I'm going to attempt to sabotage the college.
Watching and listening.
To take out the French research for a turn. They'll probably build it, rebuild it like straight away, but technology-wise, we're doing all right. How close are we to building the next barracks in London? Okay, quite a way. Let's end it turn. Our income's really starting to skyrocket now that we have pretty much no one. We're just pouring more and more trade ships onto the trading nodes. I haven't seen Napoleon in a while, actually. I don't know where he actually is. Oh look, Portugal's just moving its army back and forth. Yes! That's what we want. Want Spain fighting the rebels.
Where to, Captain?
Okay, got some research going. Oh, perfect. Let's. Oh, right, we already had the correct barracks type. All right, that's fine. Let's start researching mass mobilization, which will give us access to, well, a significant recruitment discount on all units, and then let us go up to the next barracks, which is what we want at the end of the day. Right, so. We can't actually research... There's nothing we can research that will get us the next building at the moment. So let's see what else we have. Carronade seems pretty good. Army Corps organisation gives us minus 5% upkeep for cost for all army units. That's pretty good. Pretty sure logistics is needed at some point. So I think I'm actually going to do that for now, because I'm pretty sure it's needed for a specific building further down the chain. I can't be bothered to find out which one it is, but... Oh! One of my ministers has got terrible... Oh, he's crap at his job anyway. Treasury guy is really good. Our First Lord of the Admiralty is insane. So good. So who... Which...
Jughead.
Yeah. Not actually sure what that is. I think it's a diplomatic term, Jughead. Where was it? There. It's good for the lower classes, bad for the nobility. I don't know who actually got that new... Oh, was it... Oh, sorry, it was King George. You got an Eastern Potentate? Someone might be able to tell me what that is. But our king is notoriously bad anyway. He has nonsensical outbursts, which give you -2 prestige a turn, and then he's got a pretty good drawing room philosopher thing, which gives us discounts, which is pretty useful. Anyway, our army... our Secretary of War is terrible, so let's fire him. Ooh. Oh, brilliant! See, we just got a got Granville St. John, who's actually a tactician, which makes him good for army administration. William Pitt isn't very useful either, our Prime Minister, but I can't fire anyone for another turn. Ah, perfect. Ah, great! This is really good news. So our 38 gun 5th rate has come up, so we're going to go. Now we have a permanent ship there instead of having to move between them to blockade the ports. I might recruit another one.
Orders. Action stations, make ready for battle. Battle stations, prepare to engage. Ice orders.
Getting a lot of cash now from these points. I think I'm going to stick with merchantmen. I don't think we need Indiamen because we're so unlikely to be attacked. It's up here, like the AI is just not clever enough to go up there and try and ruin your day.
We are a fleet, not an army.
Okay. Right, my agent now I'm going to attempt to assassinate Nicholas LeBlanc again. Yes! Taken out most of the French gentlemen now.
Lord?
Right. Let's go to Palma. Oh, they haven't even built a port there, so let's move to Marseille and start blockading the ports over there. We might have to go to Corsica as well. But other than that, it looks really good. Like there's not really any attempt to challenge us on the seas. I know that there's a French Navy still about, I just can't find it yet. Let's build a court of justice. And a opera house. Try and keep London as up to date as we can. Right, in the meantime, I think I might save it at this point because I'm a bit concerned about crashing. I think it's time. We've brought the fight to the Spanish, seeing as they're going to be recovering from their battle against the rebels.
Make ready for battle.
Alright, so I haven't given you a battle yet this session, so let's go into it. Looks like the AI really has better artillery than we do. Not as much cavalry. They've got a unit of dragoons, which are heavy cavalry, which beat our light cavalry. But in terms of infantry, we're just going to decimate these guys. So let's assault. So really, I think this all comes down to us out-positioning our artillery. Out-positioning their artillery, sorry. If we can get it so their artillery can't really get a good angle on us, then we're probably going to win this quite easily. We also come packing two very elite units of infantry. We've got the King's German Legion and the Highland Foot. Right, so we can watch where the AI deploys first, and they seem to be deploying over here. So their artillery is... So the AI has done quite a clever thing and split up their artillery either side of their line. which is going to make it a bit difficult. They're in a pretty nice position. I was tempted to try and move up onto this hill here, but I think I might still do that though. We'll position our cavalry behind the hill so they're not going to be vulnerable to artillery. And we're definitely going to put our general behind there. And then we've got one unit of... Brilliant. They're going to definitely have to start firing at us first. I'm wondering if maybe we could... Well, having said that, it's not a great angle for them. Alright, let's just... I'm going to go for it. So I'm going to actually pause to begin with. Alright, whatever.
Orders understood.
So they're going to start firing immediately, I think. Okay, the AI is actually reacting to me and moving over this side. Okay, they're really going for this hill. Okay, the AI is properly hassling us.
Line infantry. Close to range. Yes, sir. Infantry reporting. Fire. Yes, sir.
Form square.
Yes, sir.
Oh, probably should pay attention to what's going on up here. Oh, my bad. I'm going to bring a general up here to support as well.
Line infantry.
I'm going to start moving up my artillery. Alright, so we defeated the cavalry on that flank. The hell is properly aggroing me. What are they? Well, looks like we're in close combat. Well, it looks like our artillery is not even going to come into play in this battle. Because the AI is properly coming at us hard. Thought I'd try and get a cheeky charge on their artillery. Okay, there he is, forming square, so we want to get out of there before they start wrecking us. Right, so now I'm going to actually move up my infantry. I love watching the guys do their dying animations, just like Aah! Of course, once you've formed square to like fight off cavalry, you're then vulnerable to massed infantry fire. These AI are finding out the hard way. Oh, so we've actually got our elite infantry on this flank as well, the King's German Legion. Oh, what are they doing? Their artillery's just milling about in front of us. It's weird when you try and shoot artillery. It takes they've got more hit points than infantry, so they take a while to die, even though they're taking a pummeling. Okay, our artillery is actually moving up, so I'm gonna get the fuck out of the way. Hopefully we won't hit our own men here, but knowing my luck I'll probably hit a few of them. Actually, stop, don't fire. Or do. There we go. Okay, we got them in a really horrible spot now. Can actually switch to canister shot as well. The general's in range of canister shot. Let's destroy him. I'll admire his bravery. I gotta give him that. And that's the general gone. Yeah, like artillery takes a real pummeling before it dies. Oh shit. Our artillery is hitting our own cav there, so I'm going to stop them firing. God, what are they doing? Just like wrecked one of those units. Oh. I think we've done more damage to our own troops than the enemy has. Stop everyone firing. Oh, oh, get them before they fire. All right. So that was a pretty decisive victory for us there. And it pretty much cements our position on the Iberian Peninsula. So we just now need to mop up the last two regions. Spain. Yeah, see, he took hardly any damage there. Our infantry did a lot of damage there. So that's good.
Get ready for battle.
So we're obviously going to peacefully occupy this. There's no point in looting it. Recruit some more militia and send 4 units of militia back to Gibraltar so we can get our army out of there faster. In fact, the people of Gibraltar apparently love us, so I'm going to just move out immediately and move back to Madrid.
Make ready.
Might quickly stop that recruitment so I can build a dockyard down here. Oh, I still can't afford it. Alright, I'll ignore that, ignore that. Alright, I think that'll do for this episode.